Hey everybody, this is Matt here again with Shaving the Day. If you're like me, you may have a bag of sample shaving soaps laying around that you just you don't know how to go through all of them because you have so many, and you have your favorites that you want to go back to. Well, today I'm going to be doing something to help me start going through my samples and trying things that I haven't tried necessarily. So I'll be doing kind of like a grab bag sample shave. Most of my samples fit in this bag right here, but it doesn't make it easy to reach in there and just grab one at random. So I have them under a towel here, and I will mix them all up under the towel, and then I'll pull one out, and whatever it is, I'll use it. With the exception being that if it's something I have already used in one of my shaving videos, I will put it back and try again until I get something I haven't used in a video yet, just because I would like to try something new for you guys and for me. And then I don't have matching aftershaves for I think any of these. So based on what I pick out, I will take a minute to look up the scent notes and then try and pick a matching aftershave that pairs at least somewhat closely with it, and then I will come back and I'll do a shave. So I have everything under this towel down here, and I'm mixing them up on the counter, and then I will choose one. All right, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna reach under here and grab one. Let's see. Oh, it's Taub's Lavender, which I've used before, so that one's out. Let's grab another one. Alright, I have Havana here, which is a sample that was sent to me by Eric at Better Every Shave. Smells really nice, similar to like Henri et Victoria's cognac and Cuban cigars, and I think I have a good aftershave to pair with it. So I'm gonna look up the scent notes, then pick an aftershave, and I'll come right back. All right, guys, I'm back, and I have chosen an aftershave. I couldn't remember what company this Havana sample was from, and it is from Moon Soaps, which I have not tried any of their products, but I've heard good things. So I'm excited to try it. And I did look up the scent notes for the soap, and I'll put these on the screen for you guys so you can see too, but it is tobacco, bergamot, vetiver, spice, musk, warm vanilla, and aged teakwood. And the aftershave that I chose to pair with it is Sterling Soap Company's Haverford, which this has menthol in it, which is nice because it's really hot out. But I thought this would pair nicely, and I did go ahead and look up the scent notes for that too. Haverford is based on Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille cologne, so I think it's going to pair well with it, and it includes scent notes of tobacco leaf, spice, vanilla, cacao, tonka bean, tobacco blossom, dried fruits, and woody notes. So I think they pair well nicely together, and they both smell really good. So I think it'll be a good combination. Today I'm going to be using the Parker variant, and I have a Lord Super Stainless blade in it. I haven't used that blade before. I'll be using my Timeless bowl and this synthetic brush that Brian Foley sent me. So I'm going to go ahead and start lathering here with the sample. Just scoop some out. Press it down in the middle of the bowl, like so. So again, thank you, Eric, for sending me that sample. It smells really great to my nose. I'm looking forward to seeing how it performs. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start lathering here with this synthetic brush. I hope everybody had a good Memorial Day weekend. The weather was super nice here in Michigan. I couldn't do a Memorial Day shave because I don't really have any soaps or aftershaves that kind of fit that theme, but I did see a lot of shave of the days yesterday with Memorial Day themed soaps and products, so that was pretty cool. Starting to lather up nicely in here. This synthetic brush has a ton of backbone, which I appreciate. Let me add a tiny bit more water here. And the scent is coming off very strong off of the soap, which I like. I like soaps that project the scent strongly. Sometimes it can kind of fade away and you don't even really pick it up after a while. I'm just about done lathering here, just gonna go a little longer. So you can see there's quite a bit in there. Wanted to ask your thoughts on my videos lately. They've been fairly long videos because I've been doing a whole shave. So most of them have been somewhere between like 17 and 21 minutes long, which I acknowledge is kind of a long time, especially for someone to pay attention for the whole video or watch the whole thing. So what do you guys prefer? Would you prefer me to continue doing videos like that, or would you prefer something shorter where I kind of edit out segments, or my fiance suggested maybe just showing one pass on one cheek, one pass on the other cheek, and one pass on my neck. That's an idea, but just something to kind of shorten the video, if that's what you prefer. I really appreciate it if you'd let me know in the comments, and I will definitely take suggestions and maybe try something different. But if you're enjoying what I've been doing, then I can certainly continue to do that. Alright, I've been lathering this plenty, so I'm going to wet my face real quick and then we'll get started. Okie dokie, we're going to start lathering on face. Yeah, this brush has a ton of backbone for a synthetic. I like it. It feels like almost more scratchy, like a boar or badger brush. But it definitely does a good job spreading the soap around. This smells really, really nice. It's super similar to Haverford. I think they're going to be a good pairing. Alright, that's good enough. Alright, let's go with the green. I have this on a setting 3, again, the Parker variant. I have a solid 3 or 4 days of growth here. It's cut right through it. Again, the Parker variant is an adjustable razor, but at least to me, it seems like an aggressive adjustable razor in that even though you can change the settings, for all of the settings it has a large blade gap, at least in my opinion. So if you go all the way up to a 5, it has quite a large aggressive blade gap. And it's cutting right through my 3 or 4 days growth without any issue. Let's see if I can go without cutting myself. I already failed that assignment. You can see right here there's a couple little nicks, but I don't have any on my neck so far, so that's good. This blade feels pretty sharp. Soap has good residual slickness to it. I can feel it in my hand sliding around. I get a little more soap on my upper lip. Always struggle to get a super clean shave up here because of the hairs right underneath. So let me try and grab those real quick. I'm actually pretty happy with that. I might need some Loom to take care of those. I can hear a ton of feedback. All right. Pretty nice first pass. Definitely took the growth down a lot. I'm going to rinse off and then we'll relather. All right, I'm going to start relathering. But as I was saying, I'm always open to suggestions from you guys. I really appreciate all the support. And I want to make content that I know you guys enjoy. So if you have suggestions or things you'd like me to do or see or try, please let me know, and I'm happy to accommodate requests as best as I can. Because it's important to me that the content that I create is something that you guys think is worth watching. So if my videos are too long, let me know. I'll try and make them shorter. But as always, if you don't want to watch the whole thing, you definitely don't have to. I don't expect anybody to. It's definitely appreciated if you do. You know, I talk about different things, and I like engagement in the comments. So if I ask a question or bring up something that you think is interesting, feel free to respond in the comments, and I'm happy to engage with you guys there. All right, we're gonna do the second pass here. I have this dialed down to a 2 now for this pass. This blade is sharp, but to me, it does not feel the smoothest. It feels pretty harsh on my skin, if I'm being honest. I don't have the thickest lather here, so maybe that's why. Or maybe that's part of why, but I mean, it's cutting through the hair, but it doesn't feel nice and smooth. You can see a few more cuts popping up there and there. I just never seem to avoid cuts with this Parker variant. It's a great razor, it can be really efficient, but I have not figured out how to get by without cutting myself most of the time that I use it. Just frustrating. So I'm sure I'll have some Illume burn and aftershave burn as well. But I needed to shave very badly, and I have not used this razor in a while, and I like practicing with it. It's definitely not a bad razor by any means. I hope I don't give that impression. It's just something that I'm not super great with using it. Alright, we're gonna come back for a third pass. I'm probably not gonna do much on my neck other than a few touch-ups. Alright, getting ready for the final pass. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel recently. If you're watching this, I believe I'm at 71 subscribers now, so again, getting closer to the 100 mark, which I'm excited for. And when we get there, I'll be doing a giveaway, so stay tuned for that. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, share any of my videos. Appreciate all the support, and I just really enjoy making content for you guys. And you guys really give me the drive to do that, so thank you. I did not really make a ton of lather with this. It turned out to be kind of less than what I thought, but I actually think this brush kind of holds on to more of it than my other synthetics, so that could be why. But it was enough to get me through 3 passes. Alright, now I have this dialed down to a 1. This is a pretty smooth shave for me, even though there's some cuts. I can tell that I really got it pretty close to BBS. And I'm not going to try and chase the BBS either. I'm just finishing up some little touch-ups here. And I'm going to call that good. So I'll rinse off, do the post-shave routine, and then I'll come back with the splash. Alright guys, I'm back here with the Haverford Splash. And this is one of my absolute favorite Sterling scents. It just smells really great. And I would say it's by far one of the longest lasting scent profiles that Sterling has created. I just feel like I can smell it all day, and some of their other scents don't last as long. So it's nice, kind of like a cologne scent that you can just throw on and it'll carry you through the day. I'd really like to get the ADT at some point, but I'm definitely feeling a burn from the menthol here, especially on my cheeks, but I really don't feel much of a burn on my neck, which is nice. Super smooth shave. I'm happy with it. Enjoyed the Havana by Moon Soaps. Glad you guys joined me. So I hope to catch you in the next video, and thank you for watching.